Welcome to our presentation on Are You Cinderella? The International Association of Certified Practicing Engineers is a partnership of academics, practical engineers, and those striving to increase their knowledge and boost their career. The goal is to build an organization that would validate a candidate's engineering fundamentals, prove their individual skills, and enhance their networking ability. What is the story of Cinderella? I'm sure you've heard of Cinderella. There are many versions on the web. You go search the web, there's multiple versions. Her mother dies. How very sad for a young girl to lose her mother. Her father remarries a woman with 3 daughters. Then her father dies. Most of us would have no idea what it would be like to lose both of your parents at a young age. Her stepmother graciously informs her that she can stay in her father's house, but she has to become the maid. The stepmother sent her daughters to private schools, parties, and they had nice clothes. How would you deal with this? Her mother dies, her father dies, and she is now the maid in her father's house. Most of us would not deal well with this set of circumstances, and one would expect some problems. I might not deal well with this. You're given certain advantages and disadvantages in your life. How does your life compare to hers? If we read the story, she kept a positive attitude and was kind. You have a choice of the response that you will have in your life. Even in the midst of problems, you can remain positive and kind. How did she get the name Cinderella? At night, she would sleep in front by the fireplace, and the cinders would come out and burn her clothes. What was she doing by the fireplace? She was reading and studying at night. Her stepsisters were sent to private schools and tutors. She was the maid all day long, and she studied at night. Cinderella, in spite of bad circumstances, she maintained a positive attitude. She worked hard. She was kind and honest. She taught herself at night. Karl believes that in spite of bad circumstances, you maintain a positive attitude, you work hard, you become kind and honest, you teach yourself at night that you will not need a fairy godmother to be successful. You will not need magic to be successful. The real magic in life comes from being honest and working hard. If you do these things, a fairy godmother will not appear, but a real live person will notice, and doors of opportunity will open for you. Are you Cinderella? I believe IACPE is one of the extra things that you can do to assist your career. IACPE is built on 3 legs: knowledge, certification, and networking. All of these can assist your career. Knowledge. We began writing the Kolmetz Handbook of Process Equipment Design in 2007. We're honored that it has been well received all over the world. We'd get emails from students asking for student discounts. The handbook is mostly purchased by companies, so the cost is high for students. If you've searched on process equipment on the website, on Google, you've probably seen the Kolmetz Handbook. This is the first chapter we put together in January 2007. Piping, hydraulics, fluid flow, line sizing, and material selection. In June of 2014, we developed an idea to start an engineering association and utilize the handbook to train and certify individuals at a student rate. We're now in our 5th year of the association. In April 2015, we started Engineering Practice Magazine. Engineering Practice Magazine is the official voice of the International Association of Certified Practicing Engineers. We're now in our 4th year, and readership is approaching 5,000 viewers per issue. You should consider, if you have a good article, you should consider publishing in Engineering Practice magazine. If you have a good product, you should consider advertising in Engineering Practice magazine. Knowledge. You want to gain knowledge throughout your career. One way you can gain knowledge is by studying. We took our time. We made very thorough, very good modules for you to study. The broad base that you will gain from the modules will improve your career, and it will also make you perform much better in an interview. We're honored to get a thank you message from an engineer taking the Certified Practicing Project Management program. He said he was able to answer every one of the interview questions that got hired based on the knowledge he gained from studying the program. Certification identifies and recognizes those individuals who meet the standard. As our network grows, there'll be people looking to hire someone with this qualification. In 5 years, the person that's hiring may be you, and you'll understand the value of the certification. Networking, knowledge, certification, networking. The best jobs will come from a referral when one of your friends has recommended you. We also have IECPE conferences and seminars, IECPE meetings in your area, and you'll want to hire someone with this certification. Networking, and in 5 years, our goal is to have 5,000 members all over the world having the knowledge of the benefits and the value of IECPE. This network will be a great asset and resource for you in your career. Knowledge, certification, networking. All the best for you, your family, and your career. Are you Cinderella?